Hello and welcome to the newest episode of our Cinderella challenge. Here we have our little Cinderella who is cleaning up the house. As usual, for those of you new to this challenge, Cinderella here is basically living in this attic in a huge mansion, but she only gets to use the appliances like this bathroom and stuff in this attic. So most of the stuff, as you can see, looks rather old, is old. This is a little play area, this is another main area, and here's her bedroom. So the goal is that, well, the purpose of the challenge is when she comes home from school, Cinderella first has to clean up the entire house, and only then can she sleep, do homework, whatever. And you need to have her get her an A in school and fulfill her aspiration. You cannot control any of the other characters. So the other characters are Lady Tremaine, whose characteristics are, unsurprisingly, a slob. She doesn't clean anything, a snob, and evil. We also have little Drizella here, whose characteristics are a slob and evil, mean in the child face. She has very low manners, but she does have a good amount of responsibility, conflict skills, and empathy. She also has low emotional control. I think that's because they watch TV all day, but whatever. Here's Anastasia, whose manners are horrendous. They're so bad that she can get this quality threat when she grows up. She does have a lot of responsibility and empathy, but nearly no emotional control or conflict resolution. Little Cinderella, who is asleep upstairs, has reached the maximum of responsibility, which means she'll get this threat when she turns into a young adult. She's also pretty high on manners, although we could be better here, and high on conflict resolution, low on emotional control and empathy though. So let's say she's sleeping, but she also needs to use the bathroom, hygiene is low, and she's quite hungry. I'm going to let her sleep for a while first though, because at least now the monster under the bed isn't harassing us. So let's see what Rosella is up to. She's taking a bath, good idea. She's playing in the bathtub, the little one. So Drizella is also playful. I'm going to have her make her homework though, because else she doesn't do it, and I don't want them to get expelled or anything. That's the only thing I actually do for them. For the rest of the time they can choose whatever they want to do. So let's skip a little, because with only one sim we can control. This game is pretty boring once she's asleep. So Cinderella's skills, if you're curious. She has an 8 on creativity, 3 on mental skill, 1 on motor skill, and 3 on social skill. Little Drizella has 3 on creativity, 1 on mental skill, 2 on motor skill, and 3 on social skill. And Anastasia has 3, nearly 4 in creativity, 1 mental skill, 1 motor skill, and 4 social skill. So Drizella finished her homework. She's a little hungry, I'm sure she'll fix that soon. And Anastasia also finished her homework. She has a lot of playful threads going on and bonuses. Oh, so Drizella is asking Lady Tremaine for advice. I got into an argument with a person at school about which creature of the void would be stronger. I said the Arcticorn, but he kept saying it was the Sunter. Which one is it? So we can choose between, of course it's the Arcticorn, or both are equally strong. So I would go with, but of course it's the Arcticorn, because Lady Tremaine would always say her children are right, even if they're dead wrong. I have no idea what these creatures of the void are though. What's Drizella doing? Eating in the kitchen. Lady Tremaine is just standing there being all confident. Anastasia is in bed. And oh, Cinderella's awake and she's in the bathtub. Why are you crying? She's crying. It's heartbreaking. I don't know why. Is it because she has to use the toilet? Then use the toilet first. I mean, be smart. Okay, she's also pretty hungry, so I'm going to have... Come on. Let's eat some yogurt for a change. At least we didn't get into an argument with the monster under the bed today. Not yet, at least. So let's grab some food, and then once you're done with that, you can play the violin. Or maybe do homework first, because homework always gets her fun level a little lower. And violin then picks it right up again. My little cat friend has come to join me here. She's lying on my keyboard right now. Move a little. Okay, thank you. So let's see what our little Drizella, is up to. I love these double doors. I really want them in my house. But you know, you have to have a lot of money before you can add in double doors everywhere. Why is it... Oh, I didn't look like she was going through a door here. Oh, people are walking outside in the middle of the night. In the beginning of this challenge, we got a visit from a vampire who bit Lady Tremaine. And for a second I was worried she was going to change into a vampire. But now I'm a little sad that the vampire hasn't returned yet. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Lady Tremaine as a vampire. So little Cinderella is working on her homework. And then when she's done, she can practice the violin some more. Let's do some fast forwarding. What is Drizella up to? She's apparently talking to herself in the kitchen. So Cinderella's life is pretty easy right now because she's a child and the only thing she can do in the household is clean up the dishes and wash them. She can't clean furniture yet, like baths, toilets. I tried, it doesn't work. She can, however, clean the garbage though. She also can't repair things yet and she can't cook meals yet. But the moment she becomes a teenager, I think she'll be able to do all of that. And then her life will be pretty miserable, if you ask me. Because she'll have to repair things around the house first, clean them and cook dinner for the entire family. And then cook dinner separately here for herself. So that'll be horrible. We're at level 9 of the creativity skill. Now she can tell a dollhouse story. When she has a dollhouse. Well, she doesn't have a dollhouse. The girls had one. Anastasia and Drizella. Here it is. And they love playing with it. But one day, Lady Tremaine destroyed it. So, you know what? I'm actually tired of your whole destroying stuff thing. So, I'm going to have you fix this. You're going to be a good mother and you're going to fix this. Good job. So, she fixed it. Thank God. Where's Cinderella? She's still playing, although she's pretty uncomfortable right now. Lady Tremaine has reached level 5 of the raising children skill. This seems like a beautiful room to sit in and relax as they're doing right now. So Lady Tremaine is low with hunger and hygiene, but she's going to watch TV instead of fixing that. Anastasia is going to play with a toy and watch TV. And Drizella is going... No... Stop, pause. What is happening? Okay, so Cinderella's asleep, thank God. She listened to her own advice and not mine, because school starts in like an hour. So Lady Tremaine is cooking, finally. Maybe I went a little too fast tonight, because I don't think Cinderella had nearly enough sleep. At one moment it was like 2 o'clock, and now it's like 7 o'clock, nearly 8. This is horrendous. Okay, so Anastasia is going to talk to little Drizella. Drizella is going to talk to Anastasia, some sisterly bonding. Lady Tremaine cooked a meal, but didn't finish it. Which seems pretty Lady Tremaine-like, actually. Hope the place doesn't burn down, though. Aww, sister hugs. Okay, that is pretty cute. Lady Tremaine's going to take a bath. For some reason, she seems to... No, I don't want to know you. She prefers this bathtub over the one next to her bedroom. I have no idea why. This bathtub seems pretty fine to me too. Maybe it's because the toilet is smelly. We hired a cleaning lady the other day and she cleaned, well, half the stuff in the house. She didn't clean this toilet, for example. So, oh, it's nearly birthday time. What does that mean? Everyone is nearly at their birthday time. So let's see. Cinderella's really sleepy and really hungry because I've been a bad parent and because I didn't notice. Oh, she's nearly there though. So if she practices tonight for a little while, then she's going to get her aspiration. Anastasia's off to school. So how many days do we have left before it's birthday time? Oh, we do have some time left, like 2 days. That's fine. 2 days is enough to get Cinderella's aspiration. She already has a 10 at school, so she just has to continue what she's doing and then she'll be fine. Although her current moodlet is really bad. I hope she gets some sleep at school, maybe. 2 more days. So, knowing Lady Tremaine, she'll want to host a party for her 2 children. At least bake a cake or something, but not do anything at all for Cinderella, which will be so sad, but very Lady Tremaine-like. Okay, I'm going to be really annoyed at you. Cinderella's off to school. I just want you to continue with this instead of making something new every single time. It's annoying. The kitchen isn't that big. Okay, thank you. So fast forwarding, because watching Lady Tremaine run around the house is only this amount of entertaining. Why do you have this skill bar above your head? Which skill is it? It's the handy skill, which is going crazy again. I have this bug a lot in The Sims that one of their skills is going above 100% and it's really annoying. I don't really care about Lady Tremaine's skills at the moment, but when I was doing the toddler challenge, it kept happening to the toddlers and I wanted them to level up their skill, but I had no idea where exactly they were on the skill level. So we have a pop-up. Sick of worry. It's exam day and Cinderella is so nervous she forgot everything. Even looking at the paper of the student next to her won't work because he's only like an average student. But what should she do now? Pretend she's ill or maybe even just take a deep breath. So this is Cinderella. It's not Lady Tremaine who has to give advice. So you can either fake that we're ill or take a deep breath. And Cinderella can't fake illness. I mean, she can't fake things. She can't lie. She's a nice person. So I'm going to choose just take a deep breath. And it works! So you can take one guess what Lady Tremaine is going to do right now. She's going to work on the computer. And what is she going to do? Harass people online. Okay. Some random guy is calling us about her daughter, Anastasia. Oh, Anastasia and Lady Tremaine have worked on their relationship. I'm pretty amazed at that. That's pretty good. Let's see. So, Drizella and Lady Tremaine are friends, and Anastasia and Lady Tremaine are friends too. We can skip a little. And Cinderella is actually friends with Drizella, which is weird. And not yet friends with Elsa though, which is rather unfortunate. Because I wanted her to be friends with Drizella. So Lady Tremaine is watching herself to the mirror. No, she's taking a glass of water and then heading into the bathtub. It's something she always does. I don't know if it's a snob thing or anything, but I would grab a glass of champagne then rather than water. So it's nearly 2 o'clock. I think Cinderella will be extremely exhausted. She will be, yes. I hope she even makes it home and she doesn't crash on the footsteps, on the walkways here outside. Okay, so should Anastasia invite her classmate Elsa? Okay. So Anastasia has a 10 So for some reason Drizella only has an 8 and Cinderella also has a 10. Let's see, Cinderella is exhausted and is going to head right to bed. But is that allowed? No, because we have some filthy plates that she has to clean up first. And then once she's done that, she can head right to bed. Here we have Anastasia, who's feeling uncomfortable. Her hygiene is very low. But why would you take a bath if you can just watch TV? Here's Drizella, who's very tense and is going to play with one of... Oh, she's going to work through her emotions by playing with one of her toy animals. Poor Cinderella really is exhausted. So my cat just lied down on my hand. So movement will be difficult from now on. Here we have Drizella, who is playing, and Anastasia's pretty upset apparently. At least they're being friendly towards one another a little. Cinderella's still working on cleaning up everything. Lady Tremaine is taking a nap here. So apparently she left some dishes downstairs that she still needs to grab. I swear the Sims have really weird ways of going about taking dishes in a house. They're going all directions. And here we have Drizella, who's going to eat some animal crackers. So I don't want to complain, but I would rather you take a bath right now. Oh, at least Anastasia listened to my advice. I don't know why this household has like 4 bathrooms. We only needed 2 because everyone seems to be using this one except for Cinderella, who has to use the one upstairs. Oh, she's finally going to get to head to bed. Anastasia looks pretty confident. How about you do some homework first though? And same for you, little Drizella, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Lady Tremaine is busy watching TV as usual. She's really obsessed with technology. Computers, TVs. Here, little Anastasia is going to do her homework. And Cinderella is still sound asleep. Let's go a little faster. Oh, thank you, Elsa, for dropping by. And talking to our little teddy bear, Grumpy. So Drizella's doing homework outside. This is actually a pretty cozy table to sit at. I don't know why we don't sit at here more often. And Lady Tremaine is helping Anastasia. And she just became good friends with Anastasia. So the responsibility of Anastasia is within reach to get the threat responsible. That's pretty weird. So they both finished their homework right now. Let's see. Oh yes, Anastasia is pretty responsible. Her manners are very low, but she is pretty responsible. So Elsa's going to head back home. And little Cinderella is still asleep. And there's the monster under the bed again. As usual, she tries to talk to it first. But the monster doesn't like communication. So how about we do our homework and stop worrying about this monster? Oh, sorry. My cat just woke up. Aw, are you alright, little one? Aww. No. You can't ask Lady Tremaine for help. She's not going to help you anyway. Ugh. Okay, let's close this door for everyone for a second. So, okay, fine, Cinderella. You get to eat something first. Sorry that the screen is all wobbly. It's the cat. Please, love. No. Okay, so with the cat acting up like a crazy person, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cinderella challenge. I'm going to have Cinderella eat this and then she can do her homework. At least she won't be hungry anymore. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode and please tune in again next week for a new episode in the Cinderella challenge. Have a great day.